I got a special one for y'all on the weekend home show this week. We're looking at some homes here in Northshore in Brandon 047. We're up here by the reservoir, and this house behind me is a custom build. Now, it's a semi-custom. They were already building this floor plan, but the buyer got to come in early and pick out a lot of the little details, and they killed it. So if you want to see what it's like to be able to come in and pick some stuff out and get some customization options without the full customization process, which can be a big headache, this could be something that you could do, something similar to this, either in this floor plan or some different ones on some of the other home sites that are coming up here in this neighborhood. But I'm gonna get y'all in two that are move-in ready to go. I don't think that you're gonna believe the value that you're gonna get at the prices here in Northshore, and just a great location with a lot of good amenities in this neighborhood. So I'm gonna jump over to the first house we're gonna look at today, and Charles is there setting it up, so let's go check it out. All right, here he is, our tour guide. You know you love him. Drop him a comment below. Let him know that you appreciate these tours. I think he's been doing a good job.
You think?
I think so.
What do y'all think?
I hope he's been doing good. But we got some good ones for you today, including a private custom one. I already told him. Charles wanted to get y'all in that one. That was his idea. So
yes, I want you guys to kind of see where a consumer or buyer comes in and kind of puts their own little touch on the house, which we do have homes in here available to do that. But hey, we're at this house. Let's get you in this house to talk about this house. This is a 4.3, 2,213 square feet. Let's go check out some things on this one.
Now this one, obviously the first two we're looking at, y'all, this one and the next one, these are ready. Y'all can move into these. I mean, about 3 weeks if we jump on it right now.
Depends on how you're moving into it, right?
You could do it. Now these are here, and obviously a little more affordable than y'all. I think y'all are gonna be impressed with the value at the price.
Oh yeah, because
the custom's gonna be a little more, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, right? But compared to Bristol Crossing, which we dropped that video last week, these are a little bit higher, but you'll see why we like this neighborhood.
I think more value here in the house.
Well,
now,
that's what I was getting
you're
at.
not in the heart of, that one's in the heart of Flowood, but we're only like, what, 8 minutes away from there?
We're not far from there. This is actually the county, so the county taxes, so your taxes are gonna be less than here, plus everything almost around it's on PRV, which is leasehold land, but this is not leasehold. This is, you own this land, and it's county taxes only. So, but I want to point out something on this one, Jared. I like what he did here on this front right here to give it that kind of Frenchman, craftsman kind of look, and right there underneath the porch. I do like that about this house. Gives it some curb appeal.
And look, yeah, it looks good.
We have our famous courtyard entry garages right here, but this one's a 3-car, and if you notice, they got these cracks here, right? Well, they're meant to be there. They're to help when there's some settlement, to keep any cracking from happening, because in our area we got that Yazoo clay, right? So when there's a little bit of settlement, there will be cracking in these areas where this brick is coming across right here.
Even without the Yazoo clay, when you see that, I mean, that's a thick chunk of brick there. That's a lot of weight.
Yes.
You're gonna see over time it's gonna settle above that door. So if you drive around through any neighborhood around here, if they don't have something pre-made for this, which they did good here, those cracks are going to pop up. They're not going to look as clean though when they pop up on their own.
But I wanted to point that out because everybody's like, well, what's these cracks just there for, right? But as Jared was saying, you got all this brick right here, and you got this metal piece coming across, or steel piece coming across. It's there to help support, but if it sags, it'll cause it to do those cracks there. But anyhow, let's get on into this one. Oh, I almost let me forget, Jared. On this house, you get gutters. Some people ask me about gutters all the time. Well, in our area, it's not normal to have gutters. So this builder is actually putting the gutters up for you.
I wouldn't say it's not normal to have gutters, but it is uncommon for the builders to include it.
Correct. That is correct. All right, come on in. So you walk in. I like to call this an open foyer area right here. Jared's backing up into that formal dining, and you got that chair rail going around from foyer to the formal dining over to here. You've got your living space here. He's got the brick. Now, I like how they did this, Jared. They did the brick here, and they took the wood to kind of break it up. It's really cool looking.
And I'm sure they're going to stain this. I don't know. We mentioned that before, that they were going to stain some wood at that Kensington house.
Uh-huh.
And they said they're not going to stain this.
They're not staining it. They're
I
leaving
don't know
it.
if I told you that. So they're leaving that for that contrast, which I like.
Okay. So you get a natural wood look here then if they don't do it.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll do some of it and not the rest.
That surprised me. But there's just some little details to this I didn't notice earlier, Jared. See how they took this and it's a little defined here. So cool. I really like that fireplace. Now, as you can see, let's come back around this way, Jared. As you can see, you got the two case openings there going into some bedrooms. But let's go to the kitchen. I just wanted y'all to see that this is where the TV goes, right? In this floor plan. Then you got your big window looking out onto your patio. So there's really no place to put stuff if you want to have stuff to either side of the TV there. So no built-ins there. Or
you could, I mean, if you want to mount like some surround sound speakers on the sides, I mean, you could fit probably an 80-inch TV up there. So.
you could do that, but just pointing that out right there. Then we come into the kitchen. We got this. Nice. As y'all could tell, most of our...
How tall are you?
About 5'7".
I think he needs to do it. Usually I'm the one that does it. Let's get a.
I got black on today, man. It's gonna show all this this
salt,
this dust that could be on here.
Drop a like. Don't do.
Oh no, I'm not getting on that. I'm gonna get.
My gosh.
It's got the dust on it. Not happening today.
No, don't drop a dislike. I can say.
But as you can tell, most of the time we do have nice, good sized islands here, and you got plenty of space for your stools there. Now you remember, I keep bringing this up. I'm not a fan of the 2 dining areas, but what I do like about this floor plan, you got this big area here. Your foam wall you cannot see from here though. So it separates it. So I actually do like that.
What you could do over here, and I've seen people do this, is turn this into like just
another little sitting area.
Yeah, you could have your TV over here. So you're kind of living. This is really now become your living room, and this back over here is kind of more you keep that clean for show, and you don't really see this as much from the front door. So
well, what you can do, like you're saying, you can make this like a small keeping space and stuff like that. Now this is going to be your pantry area right here. So you got shelving there, you got your drawers here, and then you got more space down here. But this is your pantry.
I do like the colors. I like the hardware too.
I do. That gold with it. Is this a beige or a grayish?
Kind of a gray beige.
Gray beige.
Beige.
I think the gold looks really good with that color.
It does. I think it pairs well.
Yes. And then you got your 5-burner gas cooktop here. Of course, refrigerator will go right over there. And then we've got the microwave. We got the oven. I want to just test something, Jared, just to see. No, I wouldn't call that soft close. I kept having.
We've been looking at some of the. If y'all saw our Lost Rabbit video, those are a totally different price point. But you do get some.
Yes, totally different price point. But I wanted to just see, you never know, right? Now we're gonna get into these guest bedrooms. So you got a guest bedroom right here. It's a little tight. Because you got a wall there. And you do have the small wall here. You got your nice closet area here with the ledge down the bottom and at the top. You got a connecting bathroom with double vandies here. They got the built-in mirror with trim around it. Come on in, Jared.
It's a little hard to get, like, this is something so I do a lot of photos, y'all, and it's hard to get this stuff. So you can see this a lot better in video, how this laid out. Now, I know they've opted, later you'll see, Charles was telling me, different builders have opted to spend money in different places. So you have an upgrade here. Now, I like it. I like the tile. Would y'all want this tile here, or would y'all spend that money somewhere else? I don't know.
Well, we'll see. We'll show them the other house, right?
We'll see. Y'all get a comparison.
You got your other bedroom here. That one's actually got a walk-in closet over there with some built-ins.
See that? I like those built-ins.
And I noticed something. I didn't catch it in the other bedroom, but
What's
behind
that?
you here, it looks like they put a place here for cable. Normally, I'm not seeing that in guest bedrooms. And then you got a light with the fan.
Yeah.
That just didn't come out right. I'm sorry.
Charles is trying to find something to tell y'all about. They do have a light in there.
Coming back into this area, you got your bathroom here.
Again, you got
nice countertop. Got that tile shower.
What'd you call that? Subway tile, I guess. Well, usually subway tile's more.
I was going to say, if that's subway tile, if you call that subway tile, it's big subway tile.
Big and offset subway tile.
Yes. And then you got your other bedroom here. And this is on the front of the house, looking right out into that driveway. Once again, you got the step in, walk in with the shelving here. Check this out.
It's kind of like a good, you got
They got it on either side.
What's your sneaker game looking at? You got a place to put them all right here, keep them all organized. Shout out to my sneaker heads out there.
Now, Jared mentioned this earlier, and we didn't talk about it just a minute ago. What do y'all think about these lights?
So I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion. Y'all can put yours in the comment. I like these. I think they look cool. Almost like a 20s kind of 1920s, like Art Deco kind of. I don't know if that's the right. Gatsby.
I like them.
That's what it looks like. I like that. These, I don't dislike these. I just don't know if they match, in my opinion, to those. But it's kind of like an antique look.
With some gold in it.
With the white and gold.
Is that
I don't dislike it,
Is this it's kind of like I guess to give it a whitewash kind of look
yeah.
right there. I do like
Maybe
that
just
window,
stretched a
that
little
big
bit.
window looking out into the front.
So I don't know. These look good. I just didn't know if I would pair them with those. But y'all let us know. What do y'all think? Everybody's got their personal preference, it's character, you know. So you see things like that all the time.
All right, let's check out this patio real quick. Nice size, wide patio. Got plenty of room to put some furniture out here. Do your TV there. You got the
ceiling up there.
ceiling there that's really nice. Wainscoting ceiling there. And then backyard. Now,
Heated board ceiling.
if we were compared to the other neighborhood, Jared, this backyard's actually bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, now it is sloping here, but not bad. And then you already got a fence there, so it'd be easy to fence this one in.
Really need a third side.
And,
maybe
and come on over here, Jared. Let's point this out on this house. So as you can see, this yard is pretty big, and it butts up to a utility line there, so you won't have a neighbor right next to you. That's the new neighbor's house right there.
So you got a little buffer there.
And if you can come this way, Jared, and shoot that way, you can kind of see the width of it. It's easier.
You can see it going that way too.
It's easier to see it this way, I think.
And so you got a
pretty good,
about a 20-foot buffer there.
Pretty good buffer right there. So if you want a little space between the neighbors, at least on one side on this house, you got it right here.
You did. A dog don't like it.
I was trying to see what kind of dog that was. I think it's a lab. I couldn't tell though. All right, let's go back through here. Now we just got kitchen, dining, formal. Then we come down here, got your laundry. There is a sink and broom closet storage behind the door there.
You look at that. Now right here too, we're gonna get to the primary in just a second. It's right there. But I want to show y'all this garage.
Yes, because I keep hearing it and seeing it. You want to see the garages. So we got a drop zone on the outside right here.
I like it because now you kind of like, you know, you got muddy shoes, whatever. You don't have to bring them to the house. You can sit on here, take them off.
I do like that because you're right. If you got the muddy shoes, you're either bringing them in the house or you're taking them off there anyway, right? So once again, we don't have a wall here to separate the two car from the third bay, but I like an open one, and it's plenty big.
And not only that, you do have a little storage room over here too.
Yes, you got a storage room.
Kind of dark in there, but y'all see, y'all got some storage room there. And we're gonna get back to our big boy approved segment here in a second, but this ladder is not big boy approved, but we're gonna test it out anyway because I want y'all to see up here in the attic. So a lot of these that don't have a second floor, this is gonna be your attic access. And if you look over there, there is your tankless water heater, and on around the corner over there, that's your HVAC system down there. So that is where you got, but if you look, you got a pretty good bit of floored space up here where you could store stuff, and you could add more of that if you wanted to. Let me see if I can get back down this ladder.
Don't fall, Jared.
Probably.
So you said it wasn't big boy approved, but it's big boy approved now, right?
Well, based on based on that, I'm gonna say it's not big boy approved, but it held up.
Oh, I see.
It held up for today. It held up for today.
All right, now we're walking into that primary, good size primary bedroom. You got the tray ceiling with that coffer
there.
That coffer effect. I do like that. It gives it a little more detail, and you know, you can sit here laying in bed and just looking at a ceiling that's just not plain paint.
No, always good to have a little extra detail.
We got two closets with built-ins on either side.
Always like the hers and hers closets. Maybe you can get one side here. I don't know.
And then you got your water closet here.
All right, this is our big boy proof. You know, this is the bathroom. This is where this really comes in. So take that, Charles. I want to start here. I got room here. I'm not super. It's a little tighter than that last one we were at, but I'm gonna give my stamp of approval on that one. Now look here, this tub. So you'll see later, a lot of the builders are doing the standalone tub. It looks great, gives you a great look. This one, obviously not the standalone tub, the freestanding I should say. You do have this ledge around here, which you can put some stuff around that, you know, so you have that benefit. This tub though, it's kind of deep looking, it's not very long. So let's, you know, my bones creaking as I get down here. I'm gonna be 34 in a week. By the time this video comes out, I'll be 34. I'm not about 50-50 on this.
Looks a little tight for you, Jared.
A little tight.
Can you get out? You're popping. You're still popping.
Popping. I don't know if the mic's gonna pick that up.
I heard it.
Okay, so I'm giving it there.
Now,
questionable
hold
on
on,
that.
hold on. I will say this. What I do like about this, like Jarrett said, you have the ledge to put things up, you know, because, you know, when we're living in here, there's going to be things there. The freestanding, you got to get something because you don't have nothing to do that on. Now, on the one we're going to go to, though, there is a little bit of a ledge, so you do have a place.
That's true. All right, now we got to do the shower. Before we get in the shower, your double vanity is split across the room here, which I actually like. I don't know if you like that, but and you got storage on each side. So I like that. That gives you some true separation. And in here, I got room. The shower, it's hard to see in this shower because the door, but I mean, probably put about 3 of them in here, you know what I mean?
And Jarrett's not a small guy.
So 100% hashtag big boy approved on the shower there. I'm gonna give you a 50-50 on the tubs. Depends on maybe how tall you are. You know, if you're really, really tall, I don't know, but you know, unless I'm sick or not feeling good, I'm not using the tub that much anyway. The shower is my main point of concern. So I don't know where y'all are on that, but
I like a tub.
I know you do.
Yeah, I like a
You
tub.
told me that before.
I like to sit in there, relax, let my old bones, which aren't that old, but I like to let them get some heat and stuff. But anyhow, come back in here. You talk about big boy proof stuff. So in this shower, Jared did mention about the shower heads. You got your regular shower head, and then you got the wand shower heads, you know, so you can do all this and stuff to shower off, which...
I gotta tell you this. When I got this extra shower head, or I don't, I'm just gonna say it. I get a lot cleaner when I got that extra shower head.
You do?
At least I feel like I do.
And we were talking all about the tub, but he did some trim work detail here as well, which I think is nice in this bathroom.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that till you pointed it out.
Yeah. You were too worried about approving that big boy tub.
You know, that's what I'm focused on. All right, let's go check out that other house. Walking up to the second house here, and before we get in there, I want to say if you're looking to find a new home here, whether you're relocating, whether you're in the area already and you're just looking for a new home or a resale home, whatever the case may be, I'll take down this number here. You can pause the video, call us, text us, email us,
Or break out your megaphone.
whatever it takes. Get in touch with us because we can help you relocate like we've helped plenty of other people do, or we can help you find your new home here wherever it is around the Jackson Metro. But we got to get in this one here, and I got to say I really like this one.
Yeah?
Full disclosure though, I got to show them something, Charles.
Well, I thought we...
I got to show them something.
Yeah, it's right here.
This one has a really nice sign in the front yard because it's one of our signs.
That's right.
So this one, we're a little more incentivized to sell this one, so we may have a little bit of a bias. I'm telling you that up front, but we'll still give you our honest opinion.
Yes. So with this one, obviously, we know a lot about the builder and all that thing. We love the product. We love the customer service. But I think you're really going to like this home. It's got some cool features in it that a lot of people have been giving us great feedback on that they really like. So let's get to it.
So to get in before Charles gets into too much here, this house, we're not revealing the price just yet. Y'all got to stick around. It is just a little bit more than the last one. Everything else is roughly about the same. Like the square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, we're still a 4.3. Still a three-car garage. But there are some other things.
Well, the first thing you can notice right now, this one has trees behind it. It's not on the lot, but there are trees behind this one today. Now, I always tell people we can't say for a fact that will stay like that, but today there are trees there.
Today you got a nice private backyard area, which you will see here in just a little bit. But first off, we got this three-car garage.
We got the three-car garage. Now, you know, on the other house, I pointed this out. So this one has the siding here to also break up the brick to kind of give it that craftsman's look as well here and there. Now, like I said, the other builder does gutters. We do not. But it is what it is. You'll see some other things that this one does that the other one didn't do when we get on the inside.
There's pros and cons of both. And I want to say here, personally,
yeah,
I like that they did that to break up the brick over there to give you that so that you don't get that cracking forming later.
Mm-hmm.
The reason you get that cracking is because up here you get those heavy bricks, right? And that's weighing down on that support. Well, on this house,
you don't have that. You don't have it here, nor do you have it there. So, like Jarrett said, you don't have that problem.
So now you may like the look of the brick better, and that's a personal preference. But here you just don't have that problem at all. All right, Charles, I won't hold you up anymore.
Let's get to it. So as we walk in, we failed to mention something on that other house.
What's that?
That it had and this one doesn't. So that one, when you walk in, you've got luxury vinyl plank flooring. This one is actually engineered floor. So two types of different flooring there. We got a dining area here that Jared's in with a big window looking out.
I like this gold fixture up here too.
And as you can tell, you probably already saw behind me over my shoulder, there is not a second dining area in this one. So we're maximizing the space in this home.
I personally, you know, and I think you said this before, but I like having the single dining area.
Yes.
And I like this. I mean, this is more open than the last one. So you just, I don't know if it's, I mean, obviously
I would say you come about right here, and this area from me back to Jared is your living room space. You got your fireplace, you got the vaulted ceiling, so this looks huge, that huge vaulted ceiling up there.
I like the fans too, that black and gold.
The black and gold.
More than just in here too.
And as like I pointed out last one, the other one, you know, had that cool looking fireplace, right? Well, this one's got that built-in area over here, so you have places to put things and things like that. Of course, TV can go there. And you could, some people do still put a TV down here and kind of put this behind the TV, but majority of people are putting the TV here, but that's your own preference.
Before we get to the kitchen and some of the nicer stuff here, because there's some nice stuff, let's get this side out of the way.
Okay. So this one's a split plan in more than one way. As you can tell, no carpet, good size. This one I think feels a little bit bigger than the other house, the bedroom here in my opinion. You got your double doors here.
I think you're about, this plan, I said they're roughly about the same size. They're about 80 square foot smaller actually on this plan, but my personal opinion, I think it's utilized a little better in this one. That's just me.
Well, you got to think about it. It automatically right off the bat, you don't have the two dining areas, so you're safe. That space is being put in these other spaces.
Exactly.
So that's saving that square footage being offset in that way. Obviously, you got the hanging rods here, the shelving here. No built-ins there, but you do have the hanging rods. Coming on down, you got the
always nice to have
linen
storage there.
Linen storage here in the hall. I like the little round gold.
The hardware's nice.
Hardware there. You got the guest bathroom here with your nice. I can't tell, Jared. Is it gray or green?
A green gray looking.
Yes, I think it's a green gray.
Gray with a little bit of a green into it. And I want to point this out. Number one, you got more storage in here. That green gray with that gold here's really nicely. Since we mentioned it in the other one, here.
This is what I was talking about. So this is two pieces. So you got your tub here like the other one, but we did the insert here. We were doing tile there. We took that out so we could put that money in other places for you. And my point there is most people are going to have a rod here, and this is all going to be covered up and hidden anyway. So you can make it look nice for whoever's showering or taking a bath, but why don't we put it somewhere where everybody gets to use it?
Y'all can let us know in the comments which one y'all prefer there.
And right here we got quartz countertops.
And two, just we've talked about before, if y'all haven't seen the other videos, it's kind of a thing. You know, we got the gold hardware.
And the satin.
In the past, if you had gold here, you would have had gold there.
Yes.
But
the designers were telling us that mix matching the hardware and the plumbing fixtures is the thing.
It was when we first started seeing that, kind of was thrown off by it. But you know, with the colors, I guess I've come around to it. I like it.
I agree, because I even questioned it. I was like, hey, why are we doing this? And I was told that's what the designer said the trends are. So we got to go with the trends, right? Got our other guest bedroom here. I like to walk back into it so you can kind of get a feel for that space. Closet's going to be very similar to the other one.
How tall are you, Charles?
I already told you about 5'7".
Just reminded, not because
I
just want a reference. So
are you 6 foot, 6'1" on a good day?
6'1", 6'2" on a good day.
On a 6'2" on a good day.
Probably in these Air Force Ones I'm wearing right now, I'm about 6'2".
I'm gonna flip because we represent this builder. I know a good bit, so I believe if I'm correct, this is Wi-Fi capable here.
Yeah, that is.
The Honeywell. So wanted to point that out. So on this one, you'll see probably a little more detailed stuff than where with other builders.
See that when we first walked into, you got the board and batten.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's what I was looking for, the board and bat. So yes, so it makes it that cool looking wall here to break up the walls here. And then we come on into the kitchen. Now this is something we started doing. We were not doing this. He's taking the cabinets all the way to the ceiling, right? So you can see the little doors at the top for storage.
And you're gonna have to get you a step stool or a ladder, because I can't even get up there with those. But
well, like I said, for storage.
Right.
That's not something you're going to use every day up there, right? But I want you to see the depth in here and all the cabinet space. Now, I told you about these countertops. I can't tell if this is granite or quartz because they got so good with quartz. It looks really nice though. You know, normally you could look at the veins and say, oh, that's a granite. I'm thinking this might be quartz.
I have to ask Scott.
Yes, I'll confirm that, guys, but I believe this is a quartz countertop, which I do really like the style and all with that. We got the farmhouse sink here on stainless steel.
I like the stainless. This is the deep. If I can pan down in here into this, y'all.
It's deep. You don't have the wall here, so you got plenty of space here. That's why we got the rack in there.
Got that deep farm sink.
And then you got to do that right there.
And also you got this over here.
Turn it on. We got to turn it on so you can see it, man.
What is it now?
You know how I like movement in video. Just like the water. And right here, this is something that we haven't been doing that's in this particular floor plan. But this is a wine cooler right here. Pull out like that. Voila.
So there's several little what I would call showstopper features for this kitchen. That one's a nice one. I like the sink. But then...
Hold on. Got the herringbone.
Okay.
Uh-oh, I hit it. We got the herringbone right here, which is a pretty cool backsplash right there.
that.
But this is definitely something this is our new appliance package, right? So we got the 6 burner where we was doing something a little bit, let's just call it more affordable at the time. But got the 6 burner, but check this out.
I think to be at this price point, that is very nice. I mean,
here we go.
We haven't been seeing that until we got to the higher price points.
Voila.
Kind of soft close.
Voila.
It'll jump on that last little bit.
But we do. This
6 burner Electrolux, that looks good.
6 burner. It was Electrolux. So it might be a different, we never can guarantee you now that it'll be the same appliance in every house because you know, sometimes we have to get what they've got in stock. So just want to point that out.
So you buy this particular one, you get this. If you get this floor plan later on another lot.
It could be something different, but it's going to be something very similar. Of course, we got our microwave here. And let's go this way, then go that way, because this is still part of the kitchen.
You gonna do the master first?
No, this is still part of the kitchen.
Okay, all right.
Here's your pantry here. So you got deep pantry, lots of storage space on the floor here. The shelving here, deep shelving, lots of storage space there. But this one's got a bonus. We told them it was 4.3, but it's also got an office.
It does, 4.3 with an office. So that's why I said, you know, you got some extra stuff in here, even though close to the same size, a little bit smaller than the last house.
And that's the quartz countertop here.
That's for sure quartz.
Yeah, I know it is. And then you got obviously your places for your mail, plenty of cabinet space up here. And there is also a window to look into the backyard to let some natural light in.
Something else I want to point out, because I just like to point out when stuff ties in really well, the veining that is in this, whether it's quartz and granite, does pair really well with the gold fixtures in there.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I like that.
And we put the
you got the outlets.
Outlet right here, because a lot of times on the islands, they'll put it on either one side or no side, but we got it on both sides.
Well,
all right.
Definitely helpful to have that. I do like how we did this in here. So in this guest bathroom, you've got a little different tile in there. Some of the same colors. Pretty much the same other stuff that you saw in that last one.
That's right.
Is the same stuff you've got in here.
We got another spot right here, coming in off the garage, place to put keys, billfold, maybe phones if you want. Cabinets on bottom and top. You got another guest bedroom right here. This was what I meant earlier when I said split. We got the split over there, then it splits back over here because the primary is on the back of the house.
Like there's 3 wings to this house.
That's correct.
I love this floor plan because of that.
And then closets just like the other ones over there. Coming on down, we got the laundry here. So we'll step into this one. Come on in. Sink behind, quartz countertop again, broom closet, hanging right over there.
Again, this is the stuff that you can't hardly see. Because, you know, if I'm in here taking photos, it's hard to see that, right?
That's right. Behind the door.
All right.
When you're in here and you close the door, you got plenty of space.
If you're using it, it's good. But when I'm here and you're trying to look at it online with just the photos, you know, I just noticed that up there too.
Yes.
Outlet up there.
That's there for security systems or Wi-Fi, so they could plug things in right there and get it out of the way so it's not on the counter somewhere.
Good thought. I hadn't even noticed that before.
Yeah, we do that almost every house.
But anyway, that's the thing. So I would love it if y'all get down there and drop us a like, because I'm trying to show y'all these things that you just can't really see if you're looking at these online. It's just hard to tell, but we're showing you here.
So again, we don't have the wall separating the third bay, but you got your 2-car there, third bay here, plenty of space there, huge garage. This side's a little bit shorter from that side, but I'm gonna tell you why. So this builder thinks things through, right? So when you have these courtyard entry garages, if this were pushed out all the way to like this is, it's hard to make that turn into this bay. So he shortens it so it makes that turn easier to get into this bay.
So if you got like a smaller car, even like a mid-size, like a Ford Explorer size something, you can still fit it just fine there. This, if you got, like me, you got that big F-150 with the full 4 doors, you can fit that on this side. So I like to accommodate that. And I want to point something else out.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
All right.
So we do have this here for electric car. Now this plug in here for code reasons, because we never know what electric car you're going to have. So this is going to have to change out to the car you have, right? So this is a dryer plug in, but it's there for code. So we have a plug there, but it can be easily changed out to the car if you have electric to plug in.
So I like it because it's future proof. And now I will say, I don't know if we can guarantee you'll always get that, but
that's what I was going to bring up. We've kind of talked about maybe pulling it out and stuff because people haven't been telling us they have been using it. So if it's something you want, though, obviously it can be done.
It's here right now in this one. Obviously, we're going to be talking about a custom later. So if you want a custom, you can get whatever you want.
Now, I will say the last house had more storage when it comes to the storage in here versus not putting it all into the third bay. But you do have this stoop here.
But let's get up here and see.
Wait. On new construction, it's very hard, even in the bigger houses, to get good storage in your garages these days.
Well,
you want me to go up this time?
I'm going to go up.
You be careful.
I'm going to do it.
It says the same thing.
I know, it says the same thing. So let's go up this not big boy proof ladder here. But you know what? I go up them all the time and they always work. But, so it's approved, I guess, if you think it is. Check this out. You may not have more storage down there, but you do have more floor and attic space in here. You look way over there, you got the HVAC system over there. Is there a tankless in this one, Charles?
Yes, it would be tankless.
I don't see it, but I'm guessing it's right over there.
So what we've been doing, if it's not in the attic, it's on the outside of the house on one of the exterior walls.
It's up there, but it's just way over there. All right.
Oh, it's way over there?
All right, I'm gonna hand Charles this. We're gonna cut him to get down this ladder. It's big boy approved today. So just, it says it's not. All right, y'all, come on. I'm gonna let Charles keep holding the camera just so I can free myself up a little bit. I'll get stuck behind there. I like being in front of the camera sometimes, letting Charles have all this spotlight. But come in here and check this out. Now I am 6'1", probably, like I said, in these four says about 6'2". And then look all the way. Can you pan up? You gotta pan up real slow. That gimbal. There you go. You see that extra detail? I love the fan up there too. And you know what we gotta do in here, Charles? You can slowly bring it back on down. All right, come in here. We're in your primary ensuite. Now, this shower, I think, is a little deeper, probably about the same square footage in this shower. It's just more square, which for me, I like. Okay, can you turn on that light? Can we get some light? Hold on.
I can't turn on the light.
I know you can't. I can do it though.
You got all those doors open.
So like Charles had pointed out in our last video, a lot of the builders here put that light on the same switch as the fan, so we get a little fan noise, but keep you from having that moisture build up when you're taking this hot shower. And I got plenty of room. You got the glossy tile in here with the cutout. Yeah, this is 100% hashtag big boy approved there. And I like
this. Is what I was talking about, Jared, about on this freestanding tub.
Now this is not.
You got that ledge right there.
A lot of times they don't do that. A lot of times.
No, normally they're this. Yeah. Just to give you, see how thin that is, and then see how much that's a water.
Yeah, I like that.
And I do like the plumbing coming out of the wall.
All right, we got to do it. And I don't think we're gonna have any problem here. Probably the first one to get in this tub, so it's got to adjust. Yeah, 100%. So that shower,
big boy approved,
and this tub, big boy approved, and my shoulder didn't even pop getting out of it this time. So
that's right, it didn't.
That's a bonus. Lots of storage in here. I like that. A lot more. You don't have the contrasting bottoms in here like you do in the other bathrooms. Lower cabinets are that white too, but it looks great with that gold.
Plenty of storage though.
One more thing to talk about. I got all the room I need in here. So when you're trying to hide out, avoid having to watch the kids or chores you want to do, plenty of room in there so you can, if you're skilled, maybe about 45 minutes you can buy yourself in there. All right. Also, this is really nice here. Plenty tall. Got all this mirror space, and come on around. I know you want to show these built-ins here because you got all these built-in drawers all the way down there. More built-ins behind you, and I'm just going to show this because people are going to ask if they don't know what is that.
Hold on, we'll come back to it.
All right, be hard to get in here to it.
Well, you got to take the rod off.
You know what? Just come around here, you'll see. So this is distributing your water throughout the house, obviously. Red's hot.
It's distributing your water. It's like an electrical box, right? But it's for your plumbing system. So if you have an individual leak, let's say at the bathroom tub number 3, hot side, you can cut it off completely and still have all the water on to the rest of the house.
So you got that. I have never personally, I've got the same box in my house, never had to use it, thankfully. Probably you don't want to have to use it, but it's there. But if you're in here and somebody's taking a bath on the side of the house or running some water in the kitchen, the dishwasher's running, you might hear it because the water's running through right there. All right, I think we need to get outside and show them this backyard. What do you think? Is there anything else inside?
I don't think so.
All right, come on, let's
You
get
know
this.
we'll catch it
take
on the way
camera
out.
back. I'll let Charles resume his showmanship here.
Now we're stepping out. We got the wainscoting up top. We got the place for the TV. I always have to have a place for the TV. And I would say this patio is very similar to the last one, because sometimes we actually have some really big patios, but this one I would say compares to the last one, except there's no column right there in the middle.
Now,
It feels a little longer.
I think it is, but Charles, why do we have to have a space for the TV there?
Here in SEC country down here in Jackson, Mississippi, and you know, our closest NFL team is the Saints. So we're really all in on our SEC football, SEC basketball, SEC baseball.
But the Cowboys aren't that far away either. You know, Dak is in Dallas. So
Well, he played at Mississippi State. And as you can tell, me and Jared are State fans.
so y'all can put down where y'all.
We got Chris Jones at Kansas City. Who's the guy in Philadelphia? I can't remember his name.
Is it Fletcher Cox?
Fletcher Cox.
There we go.
And then we got some other guys out there too, but those are 3 that always come to mind.
All right, we're getting off.
Yeah, we're totally getting off
That's
subject.
why you got to have that though, because Saturday in the fall you're gonna be
Saturday
out
in the fall, you're going to be out here. You're probably going to have a grill out here as well, cooking, and you're going to be wanting to watch some football. Now, you know, if you're not SEC, you can watch other football as well.
Yeah, I guess if you want to do something like
Now, we'll say the homes that back up to this tree line here, as you can tell, come out here, Jared, and we can see it a little better. See how this house is sitting over here to my right, it's sitting further back, and see it minimizes the space of the backyard. On this particular plan, it doesn't come back as far, so you have a lot bigger backyard. It's better than the backyard we were at the other house.
Yeah, there's a ton of backyard space.
Because it's not sloping as much. It's a more usable backyard.
Now I will say it's not. I say it's a ton. It's a ton of space. I would say it's just the right amount of space. It's not so much that you're just like, man, I got to get out here and mow for 3 hours. Now this will be easy to take care of, but plenty of space to use.
Now, line-wise, I can't tell you where that line is. I see a stake there and I see a stake there. I don't know if these trees are part of this lot or not.
It's going to be
That'd
close.
be something we have to get with Scott and the superintendent to see
I'm
for
going to
sure.
say these front little edge row of trees might be on
Yeah,
the lot.
I didn't see that fence post stake right there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. But hey, this is this floor plan. It's a really cool floor plan. But to give you a little more details about this builder, they've been in the business for 50 years. They offer a 10-year structural warranty. And most builders here are state mandated to do 6 years. So I just wanted to point that out on this one.
Yeah, little bonus. All right, now you ready to go show them this custom where we can really step up to?
Yeah, let's let them go see what can happen when somebody gets in and they can choose some of their own finishes and stuff.
We're going to a custom, okay? But these are spec. They're built. They're move-in ready. Drop a comment. Let us know which one do you think is the best value, okay? Whether it's your favorite or not, which one do you think is the best value? Especially when we keep in mind we hadn't revealed the prices yet.
That's right.
But when we reveal them, I want y'all to put that comment down there. All right, so let's talk about these prices before we get into the custom, because it doesn't really matter as much on the custom.
No, this one's going to be really cool, and I
be-
think you got to see it. But the point is, the price is on the ones we just looked at, right?
So the first one, $409.
$9.99.
Now, one thing I do want to point out there is that one they are offering a 2-1 rate buy down.
Okay.
So if you buy that one, the first one we looked at, it is the most affordable one here in this video, and you can get a little lower payment for those first couple years.
Because that 2-1 buy down.
So that is nice. And then moving up to the second one.
So that one is $419.9.
So $419.9. You see you got what I'm gonna say a little more premium of a lot.
Yes.
You got that backing up to the tree.
We call that a premium.
And I like some of the fits and finishes. I like the overall floor plan layout of that one better.
The
but
vaulted ceilings,
I do love
the
vaulted
upgraded
ceilings.
range.
Now, which one do you think is the better value? Obviously, the first one is more affordable. They got a little incentive, but you got some different things there. I want to know what y'all think is the better value. Maybe not what's your favorite, but which one is your better value? And y'all put that down in the comments while we talk about this custom right here. Now, just for full disclosure, we're getting up probably like the mid 4s, maybe a little bit above.
Yes,
the
yes.
mid 4s. But you're getting to pick out a lot of things here. So I'm gonna let Charles take it back over.
And the only difference is, as far as when you talk about prices, this is just a bigger house too. It's not so much the custom features, because the person that bought this house caught it at, I believe it was at Studs or Sheetrock is when they came in, so they got to pick out everything. But let's go take a look and
so would you
check
call
this
this
one out.
like a semi-custom or full custom?
This was not a full-blown custom because the house was already being built, the plan was already picked, everything was already laid out. They just got to come in and pick the finishes, so I call it a semi-custom.
So I would say this is a custom feel, but a little more attainable than having to do a full custom from the ground up.
Oh yeah, that's a headache.
Yeah.
To do one from the ground up, picking the plan, dealing with all this other stuff, that can be a headache. Some people are made for it, but they say, hey, if you're building a house, you could have a divorce. So that's the saying, right?
Well,
so I'm not
all those headaches, but still get
by
a lot
doing
of the benefits.
this. Yes.
And
so on this particular plan, unfortunately, we were building again, but it's already sold. So the plan's not available in here. That doesn't mean we couldn't maybe fit it on another lot that we have available. But the one that's currently going up has already sold again at Sheetrock Stud Stage. So obviously this is a pretty cool plan. And
very
people
powerful
like it.
floor plan. It's probably, I'm gonna say, well, it is my favorite floor plan that I've seen Shoemaker build.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my favorite one. I like what they've done too with the colors. So,
Yes, so consumer again, they picked this navy blue. They did it for the shutters and they did it for the front door. And we had left the, I want to just point this out because the painter left this white and had this navy, but the buyer's like, no, I want the whole thing. So we had that painted navy as well. So I like it. It gives a really pop to the front of the house.
I like all the navy stuff. I want to say too, because since we pointed it out, you do have the brick along here, but you don't have, if you remember on that first house, it was almost 3 times as thick up there with the brick.
Yes. So that's why we don't have those the spacing there, that crack as I called it before, which really wasn't a crack. But we don't have it here on this one because it's not as much brick. But the whole exterior of this house, so now when we get in the patio, we'll verify this, I can't remember, but it's all brick. So some people, it's like, hey, I just want a brick house. This is what all brick looks like, and then you can put the colors in here to really make it pop.
And Charles likes to say, you've said this before, so I think you said, let's see if I can quote you, it's hard to get rid of brick.
Very hard to get rid of brick. I mean, you can, but it's very hard. So this, when you come in, you have a little foyer space here, but you have a huge living area. I mean, huge living area, beautiful kitchen. Have y'all seen this kitchen over here? I bet this is kind of catching your attention, right? So me and Jared were like, is that black or is that navy? Once we got in and looked at it, and Jared did this obviously, it's a navy blue.
It is navy, and it looks so good with that gold hardware. And I love the backsplash back there too.
Yes, the beautiful countertops here, the backsplash here. We got the light here. Once again, we have that upgraded range. We didn't say this a while ago. Remember I said we took out the tile around the tubs and we put that money in other places? Well, this is one of the places we put it. We put it here. I think you're going to enjoy this a lot more than having that guest bathroom tile surround, right?
I'm with you.
They also, so some of the upgrades in here, they got to pick the colors. So you get one color on the wall, one color on trim. And then this was, I believe, an additional to do the accent colors here, but it's not that much. The lighting fixtures are real cool. I mean, I think they did a great job on their finishes on this house. We got the batten finish wall here for the accent wall still to kind of break it up here. What do y'all think about this light fixture? Now, it's kind of off a little bit, but I was telling Jared, they're going to have to come back and adjust both this light fixture and that light fixture.
I think that one's pretty, I think this other one needs to be adjusted a little bit, but
that one too, but up there it needs to be, tightened up. So this one's going to close next week. We still got to come in and do some finishing touches on it. And then again, you got the engineered wood floors on this one. You want to go primary? You want to go through that?
Let's do the primary last, because I want to show. Okay. There's some things there about that one that makes this one a lot different than the other ones we've looked at.
Did you get this one? I said this was an upgrade. The sink was actually an upgrade right here.
I like that Kohler sink there. It looks good. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and knock this out right here. You got a huge drop zone here.
Drop zone here. I mean, you can fit 3 people here easily. Could easily fit 4.
You got the hooks.
You remember how I rang about
the up to the ceiling.
Remember how I talk about this though? Sometimes they adhere, sometimes not. There's hooks here.
You got the hooks.
You come in here. You got I'm gonna lower this. You actually have a half bath for your guests. This is the guest bathroom. You got a walk-in pantry. Shelving here, counter space here, shelving behind the door.
I love when you get the counter space in the pantry. Because you got those big, your mixers, your air fryer, your
It can all go right here.
instant pot.
All right there. That's right. Now,
We're not going that way yet.
oh, you want to
Save
say?
that.
Yeah.
Save
'Cause there's something cool about that space.
I want to go out here though.
We'll go ahead, garage.
Just to show that we did it. I'm not going up in the attic because it's getting up later in the day. It's getting hot up in these attics. But
So this one is, once again, same thing as I've always been saying. However, this one has storage. You got it behind Jarrett, coming into the house. You got the ledge over here, and then you have the room behind Jarrett as well. So this one has the storage too.
tell Scott if I do a custom, I want a big boy approved ladder.
Access to the attic, but this actually, just to have this space is great, right? Compared to some of the other new constructions we've been in for the storage. But you got, like I said, you got the 3 areas. Let's get back into the home.
I'm telling y'all, you're gonna see it here in a second. So y'all hang with us because we got to show you the whole house. I keep saying this. I want y'all to see the things. It's hard for you to see when you're just looking at photos online. But the stuff over here on the primary suite and ensuite, I love it. Okay.
Now, I want to point this out real quick because I've been pointing it out. So you got the built-ins on either side, got the nice fireplace here, got this little enclave area so it's harder to see in this space from the living. And this one has its own ensuite right here. Go in there, Jarrett, check.
It's your full bathroom, got that custom tile finish there.
That's right. So that was picked out by the consumer. That was an upgrade, but it looks good. And then we're going over here. So you got guest bedroom up front on this side, and the other 2 are back here. So you walk here, you go either way. Let's go left. Good sized bedrooms. Come on into the connecting bathroom with double vanities. And then you got that tile in there with the tub shower combo. And
I
then
do like all the choices because they went with the darker trim on like your crown molding here. I like it.
that's what I was about to point out. I said, let's do it in this small space where they did the tones right here. It gives it that more expensive luxury kind of feel look.
Like you typically would see like on a much higher price point, usually where I see a color combination like that. So
Yes.
I like it.
All right. You want to hit this? Or
Yeah, let's do this, and we're going to wrap up in what I think is my favorite part. So
this one gives you a bonus. The bonus is you get a fireplace out here in your patio for that TV.
right.
So this is a little more cozier out here.
So when it gets into November, you're watching, getting December, getting into the playoffs.
Yes. It's a little cooler. You can turn on the fire.
Fireplace.
Some people even do it when it's not really cold. They just like the look of the fire going. And out here, I mean,
And
I guess it could get a little warm, but you got a little, outside air that can
a little
grip.
bonus space over here too.
So this is what I like to call this floor plan. This is that grilling area. And you got to be careful so you don't get anything going up here, right? But you get away from that area to get over here and really grill. And then you got the big window looking out. Now, as I had pointed out on one of the last houses, this home sits further back because of the way the plan is, right? So you can see you still have a backyard, but it does get squeezed now with this particular floor plan on this particular lot.
But if you want to have privacy, at least for today, obviously they're going to have a fence, you see, so that'll be fairly private pretty much forever. But
so I want to point something out about that. That is being also paid by the buyer, and they're putting up prior to closing since we're closing next week. So that is being done by the buyer prior to.
yeah, and I would say if you want to have a yard, but you don't have to be taking care of just a huge yard. If you want to come in and put in a pool, I don't know, maybe you fit one of those little,
I don't think a pool
single
fits.
lap thing, I've seen, but not a pool. You can't.
I think the setbacks from the county is going to keep you from even doing that.
Maybe, but
I don't know for a fact, but I think it would.
if you not worried about that, a lot like this might work good for you. But there's a lot of other
Well,
sizes.
this
and
is
things
perfect for somebody that really doesn't want a yard,
Exactly.
like the people that bought it, because this was
Exactly.
sold before we even, like I said, at that early stage.
Okay, now that we got all that out of the way, and look, everything so far, I want to make sure I'm not minimizing this.
And we hadn't said
it's
it.
all great.
Well, we hadn't said it on this one either.
What?
This one has one dining area, so it maximizes the rest of the space.
Okay.
And then you got the bar for the breakfast area. What were you about to say?
You made me lose my train
I
of thought. I don't know.
So we have this enclave here, right? So you can put a piece here for storage or something as you start to walk into your primary. But you got your primary with the tray ceiling. Your double doors here.
This is a big primary too. Like this is You could fit a king size bed, I think, either way in that.
I'm gonna say you don't even have to get it. That was big boy proof.
I know it is, but you know what?
You gonna get in?
I'm gonna get in anyway because look,
Let's turn that light on and fan on.
what I want to say here, I think if you compare this one to the last one we were just at, it's a little bigger and it's more square. So I have about an equal amount of range here or here, and that's really nice. I like the tile choice in there too.
That's what I was talking about. Definitely big boy proof.
Now, so that's it. That is, and we already know this tub is, because you already saw this tub. Was that same one at the last
But
time?
this isn't what you were talking about earlier. This isn't the big surprise.
No, it's not. We're getting there. Have a little patience, okay? Now, first off, before we get there, let's rotate if we can around here. So you got your closet right here. Again, with all the built-ins, you got, so if you come in and look, you got the built-ins over there too.
And that's one of the floating ones, Jarrett.
Yeah, so plenty of space in here in your closet. I like it, but back on up, because we're getting here to the last point. I don't even have to tell you, you've got all the space. Your water closet is going to be big boy approved. But I'm going to say, is everybody approved, is this right here. So you remember this tile, you saw this earlier, the sneak peek. It's because this floor plan, you can loop all the way around from that over there by the kitchen area, through the primary, through the bathroom, your laundry right here, and your closet we just passed there. So you can do everything on this. You don't have to go across the house, go somewhere else. You can do that. And I do love the tile they put in here. It's going to be hard to turn that camera down, but you can see that blue tile. Obviously that was a custom choice that they made, because I hadn't seen that in any other one. But shout out to the person buying this house. I think they made some great choices.
I would agree. And you failed to mention this, Jarrett. This is actually taller too. We normally don't make that tall, but it makes it easier for folding those clothes.
You see that, where that comes to me, this is probably more than normal height.
That's correct.
Right there. So there you go. All right. So I think we've covered pretty much everything here. Is there anything else?
Not that I could think of on this one. Oh, well, we need to go ahead and mention this. We have other plans going on where you could come in and catch homes and pick everything as well. When I say everything, I'm talking about like fixtures, flooring, countertops, that type of stuff. You can't really pick hardware or plumbing fixtures. You can maybe pick the color, but that part he does, because there's so many options when it comes to that. It can go from cheap to expensive. He just says, no, I'm picking that for you guys. But flooring, paint, countertops, those types of things.
All right. Do y'all agree with me? Do y'all like this? And would you pick one of those ready built? Or somebody else has already made all the decisions, you don't even have to think about it. That's a plus too. It's already done. A professional,
simple, easy,
picked it out. Or would you do something like this? And do you think this is the best part? Because me, there's a lot of great things about this, but this is, anytime I see a floor plan like this, and this is one of the best ones I've seen.
What color is that? Is that blue or green?
Oh, that's definitely blue.
You like blue?
I do. I like blue. If you hadn't noticed, my truck is blue. I'm usually wearing blue.
You got blue on right there.
So, right.
Your shoestrings are blue?
It's all blue, okay? You like blue? Okay. So, we're doing this, y'all. This is we're going to make this our weekend home show.
Okay.
Okay. So, weekend home show. Y'all check us out next Saturday. This will be coming out same time, Saturday morning. So, just be watching for that. And in the meantime, if you can get your fix, I got a whole playlist. We're covering all the new construction around the area. So, if you want to see the new construction homes in the Jackson metro area, we're going to be hitting them all every week, and they're going to be in the playlist right there.